Hello everyone. I hope you all are good and you all are practicing problems, learning concepts. Let us for now navigate to this question. So what is said in here, a wall is inclined to a horizontal surface at an angle of 120 degree as shown. A rod AB of length L is equal to 0.75 meter is sliding with its two ends A and B on the horizontal surface. So देखो, this is a rod kept inclined onto a wall, and this wall is at an inclination of 120 degree with each other. These two, the surface and the wall, and this is sliding. So when A will slide, A will have velocity in this direction. Let us call it X direction. And when B will slide, this will have velocity in this direction. Let us call it Y direction. Okay. So this is this, and this is your ln. So when this rod will slide, what will happen? Y will decrease and X will increase. This is what is going to happen. Now the velocity of end A is given, that is 1.5 meter per second towards right. Calculate the angular speed of rod at this instant. So angular speed we have to calculate. We know one very basic formula that, if on a rigid body, velocity of 2 points are given, and if somehow we are able to see what is the velocity of this point perpendicular to the separation of this 1 and 2. So component of velocity of 1 perpendicular to 1 and 2 separation, and velocity of, component of velocity of 2 perpendicular to the separation. Let us say this is V1 perpendicular and this is V2 perpendicular. Then omega we write as what? V1 perpendicular minus V2 perpendicular mod divided by this separation of these two particles. So let us call it R12. So this is this thing. But here velocity of only 1 point is given, and when velocity of only 1 point is given, try looking out for constraint. So constraint आप क्या लिख सकते हो? कहने का मतलब we have to calculate omega, right? And velocity of this point is given. Done it? And when this point moves, x changes. Okay, and omega will change theta, right? So somehow, if we are able to relate x with theta, we can, calculate omega in terms of v. So that is what we need to look for in this question. Now let us look at this triangle. अगर आप इस triangle को ध्यान से देखो, I'm talking about this triangle. This is y at any instant. This is y, this is x, and this is always L. Done it? And this angle is 120 degree. This is your theta. So this will become how much? This will be 180 minus 120 minus theta. So this will be 60 minus theta. Now what we need to use? We need to use now, sine rule. Done it? So let us use the sine rule. Sine rule तुम्हारा क्या कहता है? जैसे ट्राइंगल में आप साइन रूल यूज कर सकते हो, है ना? So here L by this sine 120. So L by sine 120 will be equal to how much? This will be equal to y by sine theta. So right here y by sine theta, and this will be equal to how much? This will be equal to x divided by sine 60 minus theta. So this is x divided by sine 60 minus theta. Okay, so this is going to be this one. Now we have to relate what? We have to relate x and theta. So let us use this and this together. Okay, so L divided by sine 120. Sine 120 का वैल्यू तुम्हारा क्या होता है? Sine 60 जैसा होगा. So this will be root 3 by 2. So 2L by root 3, and this is equal to x by sine 60 minus theta. Okay, so now let us, club it in such a way that x is on one side and theta wala term is on another side. So root 3 by 2L, and this is x, is equal to sine 60 minus theta. Now let us differentiate this thing with respect to time. If you do that, root 3 by 2L dx by dt, okay, and this will be equal to what? D sine 60 minus theta by dt. If you differentiate this thing, d sine 60 minus theta, okay, let us differentiate it with this thing first. So this is this into d 60 minus theta by dt. Okay, so this will become how much? This will become cos 60 minus theta, and this will be equal to how much? 60 का differentiation 0 constant है, theta minus d theta by dt. And here minus d theta by dt will be equal to what? Omega, क्योंकि theta is decreasing with time, है ना? थीटा धीरे धीरे क्या हो रहा है तुम्हारा? घट रहा है. अगर आप यहाँ पे ध्यान से देखो, this is theta. At any later time, this will be this theta. So theta is decreasing. And if it is decreasing, omega को आप क्या लिखने वाले हो? d theta by dt लिखते हैं हम ऐसे. But here d theta is inherently negative. So in order to make it positive, we will be giving negative sign. So minus d theta by dt is what? This is your omega. Okay, so this is omega. Omega into cos 60 minus theta. So let us put it here. This is your root 3 by 2L. Okay, so this is root 3 by 2L dx by dt. That is your velocity. And this is going to be equal to how much? This is your, cos 60 minus theta into omega. Then now let us put the values over here. So this is root 3 by 2 into L. L ka value is how much? Let us check. L is 0.75 meter. Okay, and VA is 1.5. So let us put it. This is your 0.75 and this is 1.5. Okay, 1.5 by 2 kya hota hai? 0.75. So this will get cancelled. You are left with root 3. Done hai. And this is equal to cos 160 minus theta. Theta तुम्हारा क्या है? Theta is your here. Theta is given as 20 degree, right? So that will become your 40 degree and this is your omega. So omega will be root 3 by 40 and cos 40, sorry. And cos 40 is given as 0.766. Okay, so this is your 0.766. This value will be equal to near about 2 point something. Okay, so 2.26. So this is the value of omega you're going to get. Then, so ऐसे भी, whenever you are encountering question where velocities of points are given and you're asked to calculate omega, either you can use this formula. If velocity of 2 points are given, go with this one. If not, try looking for constraint. Okay, so I hope this has helped you in widening your thought process and imagination sort of thing in dealing with such sort of question. But if you have any doubt anyway, you can always let me know in the comment section. Thank you. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.